Get in.
We're all gonna be snugglies today.
Good.
Hey guys.
How are you guys doing this evening? Beautiful day today.
Yes, it is. We got to be in Swansboro today. What did you guys do?
I saw that. I love that restaurant. Some yummy oysters there.
Yes. What did you have today?
Well, we worked.
Yeah.
We worked on some videos.
Well,
Met some clients. You know what we do best. So.
well.
Well, we're here to talk about some questions and answers about real estate. What we love to talk about.
So, well, before we actually go ahead and begin this thing, do you mind if we do a really quick introduction of who everyone is?
Yes, but hang on one second. Guys, I'm so sorry. Something's going on with our video. You know this is generic. There you go. Wait, it's not. Hang on one second.
Is it working?
No, it shut off the live.
That's your old video, so you have to delete it and start over.
Yeah, but then we can
Well, you know,
No,
this
this-
is live, so
post.
it everywhere
No,
it
no,
goes.
Delete. What are we doing? I'm getting nervous.
Delete. Press delete,
Delete.
Delete.
and then it's gonna actually restart it, and then you can
Delete.
restart it.
So in the meantime,
What do I
if you
do?
guys have any
No, no,
questions, you know,
to
you
go-
guys have our
you
number.
go
I'm Noy
on. You can go
Luna,
ahead and.
And I'm James Schlanger.
and we're with Signature Residential Properties, part of Ray Properties over here at Henderson. So even, we do a lot here. The AV side, they do the rental side. We have commercial. Ray and Brock does that. And we represent his residential team doing his residential sales. So we list and sell. Okay. So that's just a little bit what we do over here at Ray Properties with Signature Residential Group or Properties. So please have questions. No questions are stupid questions. So come on. I see something coming up, but I can't read that far. Krista, can you read it?
Says congratulations, this is your first video yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy. And if you have questions, please comment. Let me get this water out of it. So, Mike, I think we have a question going up.
Actually, we just have a question that just came up. It says, what makes your firm different than other firms?
What makes our firm different from other firms?
Right.
Well, for our group, we actually like each other here. I'm just kidding. No, we actually truly care about other people's success, so we're here to help each other. Okay? We have a great team leader. She motivates us every day. And she's hardworking. She's in the office every day with us. So her name is Diana Morton. Shout out. Love, kisses. So what makes us unique too is we're outside the box team. We're go-getters. Okay? So you have a question or whatever, we're here to find answers. If we can find a solution, that's what we're here to do. Okay? So, any more questions? I see some things popping up,
Yep,
but
I think there's some more questions.
I'm
Alright.
blind.
Diana says, I love you guys.
Love you too. Love you long time.
It looks like James back there.
All right.
Yay! I'm
Woo!
back. Oh
There we
my
go.
goodness, that took forever.
Not only are you relatives, but you're technical people too.
Yes.
It takes
Maybe not very tech savvy, but I'm pretty tech savvy in some ways. Anyway, what was that question? I'm sorry.
The question was, what makes your firm different than everyone else's firm?
Oh, and then of course Noy have answered a few of it, right?
Yes.
She's right. We do have a team of agents that love to work with each other. I mean, I'm sure there are teams out there that does the same thing. But what makes us different is, see, Ray Properties. I mean, we're Signature Residential Properties who works under Ray Properties, and Ray Properties have so much knowledge in residential and commercial. And not only is that company, they also take care of the property management side. They have commercial, and then of course right here is just some of the residential agents. So that is what kind of makes it different, and we're so family oriented here. I think that is what makes it different here. We've got a variety of people that is working in here along with the ABA rental side, and everyone is so family oriented, you know. So I guess that's what makes us different.
And we're very diverse. in culture.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I'm Filipino, Hawaiian, Chinese, whatever you name it. I don't know. I'm a mutt.
And I'm just known as the other Asian.
Yes, and he's
Also-
the other third Asian.
All right, guys, looks like we have another coming in. It said, is it better to rent or is it better to buy?
So on that one, you can refer to our last video. We did just talk about that a few days ago. Renting versus buying. It all really depends on your situation. For your military members, if you're going to be here for 4+ years, buying is definitely a way to go. If you're going to be here just for a short period of time, maybe 1-2 years, then renting. But homeownership always has its benefits over renting, of course. You guys have anything else to say on that one?
And if you don't mind me giving you as an example, he was actually a client of mine before he became a real estate agent.
Mhm.
And that was one of the things that they did come with, was that they were renting and they were tired of renting because they're going to be here for a very long time, and decided that they were going to buy, and now they're paying way less for their mortgage than they were paying rent, and their house is way better than what they were paying rent on.
So,
So,
true story.
That is a true story like that. And they tried, I mean, they really did. They tried to, see something else and actually offered one house that, and this is what makes us agents, is, it's always good to hire an agent. It's because, like, in his situation, he for sure thought that, the house that they wanted to put an offer for the first time was it. But, I was here. I fought for them and said, no, we're going to find you that perfect house, and you will love it, and you will love it just more than what how you love this house, because that seller didn't want to budge on anything. So we went on and got another house, and you know what? How do you love your house right now?
Absolutely love it.
I said love.
Yep. It was the perfect house, so don't regret anything.
All right, we have one more question coming in. Let me see if I can read that. What should I expect when meeting a real estate agent for the very first time?
Well, go ahead, James.
All right.
Look at you all growing up talking and stuff.
So, what you should expect the first time, most of us, we try and get you in the office first time so we can meet you face to face. We're going to sit you down and we're going to just try and get to know you, see what it is that you're looking for, so we can get a basis, and then we can start helping you from there. We're going to see what you can qualify for, and then just get an idea of where we can start.
And we go over working with a real estate agent and buyer's agency. At the end of the day, nobody works for free. And this kind of guarantees us that we are going to get paid for our services.
I actually have a list of things on there on my phone, but when I do meet with my buyers, I always have a buyer consultation, and I deeply, sometimes I may be very, very, not even upfront, but I dig into your life to make sure that everything is good. But what to expect from us is that, you want an honest agent that is there for you 110%. After all, you are buying a property, and this is probably going to be the biggest purchase of your life. So you really want to make sure that that your expectation from an agent is good, and it's everything about you, because it is you. You're paying for it.
Right. And
We're just here to help you.
right. And just go off a little bit on that is, we're commission based. We work on referrals. So at the end of the day, we actually want you to be happy.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, we want you to tell other people, oh my God, my real estate agent was so wonderful. And I know every transaction is not going to be perfect, but we actually truly do care about our clients and
Yes.
and fight for them.
Yes.
We do. I mean,
Yes.
we love, each of us love what we do. Okay.
And then to add to that again, a little bit of, when you meet with your agent for the first time, we also, we have a little bit of knowledge of the financial side of it. We can't go in too much depth with you because, it is not our forte, and we're not licensed in the financial area. So we do have preferred lenders, and of course our preferred lender is Thomas Baldwin from Alpha Mortgage.
Thomas.
So I don't know if he's watching today, but hey, Thomas at Alpha Mortgage, they're very good, and they usually are very good with their rates and their. When I say that I have used Thomas for so long that I'm too afraid to go with someone else. However, we do understand that you as the buyer have the right to choose any lender that you want, because after all, like I said, you are paying for this house.
Right.
So you have that choice, but that is just one of the preferred lender, and you can ask questions. Even if you don't use him,
Right.
you can ask him questions, and he would be more than willing to give you all those answers.
I like to work with my preferred lender right now, like Thomas, because then I know how he works. I can text him, call him. I don't have to call 1-800 number and they're in Kansas or something. I know that.
On a Sunday after church.
I know, right? I know that when I text him or something like that, he responds. Okay, you know what I mean? So I like that we have a good working relationship, and I know that he's able to assist me with any kind of question. So I see that we got another question going on. Chris.
All right, we're gonna call from our studio audience. You can go ahead with your question, please.
Okay, why do buyers need to be pre-approved before buying homes?
Well, pretty much the reason why we do pre-qualifications, pre-approvals, is because we need to know to make sure that you can actually buy the home that you're looking at. Unfortunately, a lot of people have high expectations than what they can afford. So, obviously, this being real life, we need to make sure that the houses we're showing you are going to be things you can actually get into.
Pre-qualification, good credit.
Right.
They thought they had good credit, and they do. But then they went and they got pre-approved, and they found out there was some glitch in their credit that wasn't even their doing, and they had to fix it.
Right, and theirs goes to a different level of pre-approval. It's not just, it's debt to income. And, the VA
Especially
has
debt to
different
income,
type of, VA has different requirements if you're going to VA loan. I mean, I had one that they thought, that they were gonna have this huge house.
I'm gonna
And we
excuse
don't-
myself real quick. Go ahead.
And they thought that the thing about it, you need to be pre-approved, because then it brings what you thought you can afford, what you can really have, brings it back to reality. This is what you can afford. This is what your payment's gonna be like. You know what I mean? So it's always good to know for sure, and that's why we're here. And I always get people pre-approved before I show them houses. We don't want any surprises and anything like
Yeah.
that. So.
And I don't want you to fall in love with a house
Oh
and
my
you can't
gosh.
have it.
Exactly.
You know that, I mean, that's more, it's gonna be devastating to you, but it will really make, then that means I didn't do my good, not job, but, not doing my due diligence as your agent.
Right.
Uh-oh, we actually have a question coming in right now.
Whoop,
She
whoop.
says that her husband is deployed and they're interested in buying a home. Even though her husband is deployed, can she still buy a home?
Well, yes, you can, as long as he has a power of attorney, and it has to be a special power of attorney. It can't be the general one. You can't actually. I know that sometimes they say you can use it, but a lot of the lenders will have you do a special power of attorney, which the lender can. I mean, the attorney that will be doing the closing can actually do that for you. And if your husband is deployed, they also have those attorneys that they can do back where they're deployed at. They have those if you haven't gotten one, if he's already left
Right.
and you decide to buy.
Right.
He can actually have one done for him. It's just going to be a little process because, as he is deployed, they don't have all the technology that we have here where we could just drive or, send someone an email where there, we wait. But yeah, you can definitely buy.
Well, I actually have one. We're meeting this Saturday, this weekend. He reached out to one of me on my videos, and he actually is currently living or working he's actually in Italy right now. So Thomas actually sent him an email, so he was able to get pre-approved through email. I mean, that's another idea too. If you don't have power of attorney, if you don't want to do that, he can always email you and get you pre-approved that way as well. That's another option. So, I see some more questions going on. I hope
All
you guys are
right,
enjoying this.
let's see what it says. It says, can I get a VA loan more than one time?
I thought we answered that. No. Yes, you can. As long as you are within good standing with VA, you can use it as many times as you want. Say, for instance, you bought your first house through VA, using your VA loan, and now you sold that house. You pay that off. Now you can use it again, and you can use it again and again. Now I know here in the North Carolina, well, as far as I know here, where I've been an agent, if it is your second time using your VA buying a house, you have to be at least $144,000 and something before, to buy your second house using your VA.
Right.
But yes, you can. To answer the questions, you can use it over and over as long as you're in good standing. You have to be good
Right.
standing.
And another thing, let's say you own a house in California and you're renting it, okay? And then you want to buy another house here. I mean, there's always options,
Yeah.
okay? So there's not, and it's unique, okay? Everybody, it's not necessarily based on rank or anything. It's just based on your VA eligibility certificate. So it's unique to everybody, okay? So, but.
To everybody, and it doesn't have, I mean, I'm not saying, I know I said earlier about, you know, if you sold, but you can use it even if you still own that
Right.
house, you can still use your VA. As long, like I said, you're in good standing, and you still have more money left on your VA certificate.
But the best thing to do is goes back to get you pre-qualified.
Yes.
Pre-approved.
Yes, because your lender will be able to tell you all of those information.
He'll be able to assist you on the mortgage side of it. I mean,
Mhm.
we need to know the basic knowledge of the mortgage side of it, but that's why we always make it urgent, not really urgent, but essentially it's always good to get you pre-approved that way.
Oh, wow. We actually just got a question in from that. It says, what do I need to do to qualify for a loan?
Well, that would be a lender's
Yeah,
answer.
that would definitely be a question for a lender.
We know a little bit, but not too much of it.
Mhm.
Go ahead, James.
Some of the, I mean, obviously some of the basics we can roll off of is going to be your debt to income ratio, your credit score, past credit history, things like that. But that's definitely a question directed more towards a lender. But the best thing we can recommend you do is, I mean, if you are interested in buying a home, don't be afraid to try and contact us. We can try and get you pre-qualified. The worst thing that happens is you get denied. But it's at least the best thing I recommend to people I work with is at least try.
Right, and that way you
Yeah.
know where
Yeah,
your
so you
credit
know where you
is.
stand.
And that way, if there's some repairs or something like that, like I had a one closing where they were like 3 points from closing. So what we did is they paid off the bill and they did a rapid restore.
Mhm.
Okay?
And the great thing about our preferred lender, Thomas, as well, is if you do have issues with your credit or getting qualified for a loan, he'll tell you what you need to fix. He'll tell
Right.
you this is a plan, this is what you need to do, and then you can work on that plan. And then if you don't qualify today, that doesn't mean you can't qualify in 6 months.
Exactly.
So,
And it's not even just that. It's, you know, even if, what was I gonna say here now? I'm like stuck all of a sudden. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so what's the thing about it? Okay, now we can always give you a plan, and he could tell you, hey, you need to pay this, pay this X, Y, and Z. But the main thing is you have to follow through with that. Okay, so if he wants you to pay for a certain bill, you need to do that. Okay, so he's gonna give you some
I
suggestions.
remember. So anyway, you don't have to have a really high score. You know, you might have a good credit, but you have a low score credit. You can still qualify. We just have to work on your credit score to get up high. And you know what? We can actually they can fix that by doing a rapid score with you. And you know, so don't be afraid if you have a low score credit, you know, that you think you can buy, and you never know. I had so many buyers that came to me that said, I don't know, there's no way I will be able to buy because my credit is so, I think it's bad. So then my question is always this: when was the last time you checked your credit? And they usually say, well, we don't really check our credit. We just thought, you know, we know that it's kind of bad because we had something that we needed to pay. But you know what? I got them pre-qualified, and guess what? 2-3 months later, or even at that month later, they were able to buy a house. So you just never know until you get pre-qualified with a lender. They know more about this stuff than we do.
Right.
All right. Actually, we have 2 questions here. The first one says, exactly what does a realtor do?
We
party all day.
Oh, we're here to solve all your problems. We're miracle makers. You know what I mean?
We wear all kinds of hats. One day we're a judge. The next day we're cleaning. You know. No, really, seriously. We work hard all day and every day.
You may not see what we do exactly because we may not CC you, whatever. Because in the day, we want to make your buying home process very smooth. So if we don't, we're like walking behind like, oh my gosh, hold on, let me solve this problem. What? The inspector can, hold on, what do I do? You know what I mean? Because we're not trying to stress you out. We actually take your stress. I always tell people, don't worry about it. I'm going to fix it. Okay? I'm here to solve this problem. Don't worry about it. And you may not see the behind of it. Okay? You don't see what we're doing to try to fix this problem or try to do that paperwork or whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, we want to make, because moving itself, it's already hard. Okay? Especially if you're military, you're moving from a different country or state. Oh my gosh, with kids and dogs, it's already hard. So we're trying to make your buying home process much more
Much
easier.
easier.
So you
Much
may not
easier.
see. So you may not see what we do but we actually do a lot.
But what
Yeah.
we as agents really do, we're educators.
Right.
We educate you on your buying process and your selling process. If you're here to, if you want to sell your house, we educate you on that. You know, even if you're a second time seller, you still don't know everything about selling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's what we do.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
educate
there's-
you. That's what we're here for.
Pretty much the basis of us as realtors, what we do is we're gonna give you professional advice and we're gonna guide you throughout the whole process. The home buying process is a very big step and scary to a lot of people. So, for example, I mean, for the people that if you have an issue with your car, you take it to a dealership or you take it to professionals, people who are trained to take care of the issues that you want. Same with us. We're educated in the real estate market. We all are licensed. So if you're looking to buy a home, get a realtor. We can help guide you through every single step of the way to make it easy for you. And the best thing is, in this case, as you wanting to buy a house, you don't pay us. So it's the one time you can hire a professional to represent you that you don't pay for it.
For if you're a buyer,
If you're a buyer.
yes.
Mhm.
If you're a buyer,
Yeah.
you don't have to pay us.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, that doesn't mean, but no, seriously, I think, like what he was saying, you know, we give you all kinds of different professional advices, and we also know tons of different vendors. So, you know, when you hire a professional, you know, we usually know, even if it's a car salesperson, we know them, you know, because that's what we do. We talk to people out there. So if you wanted a roof fix, we know a few
Right.
roofers is what I would call them.
Right.
You know, so
And that is why it's important to hire a buyer's agent to represent you. Okay.
All right, we have two last questions, and we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Okay.
all right.
They said, why is there a negative stigma attached to realtors?
Well, I really, you know, I don't even know how to answer that really, because from when I started with this business, and that was 5 years ago, my thing was that I do to people what I want done to me. So, but I know I do hear a lot from people that say, I don't know if I want to hire her. I'm so indecisive about hiring an agent. It's because all they want is just take my money, or, you know, or they're not really there. They just want to get paid. We're not all like that. We really are not. Maybe some of you may have a bad experience with an agent before, but then the next agent doesn't mean that that agent is going to be that type of agent, you know. So it is sad that there is that stigma that, you know, that attached to us, that we, you know, real estate agents, oh my gosh, they're just there to get you, you know, they just want your money. But this is the reason why you should always consult with different agents. And, you know, I always tell people when someone wants to talk to me, or, you know, when somebody, you know, recommend me to somebody, I always tell that buyer, you know, if you want, you should always talk to at least 3 agents. And then you have to see which one you can work with, because, you know, hiring an agent and buying a house, it's like marrying that agent, because you will be stuck with that agent for a while until you, even after you close with your house. It's
Right.
like being married to them. So,
Well, I think a lot of people, because we are a salesperson, so to speak, you know what I mean? And I think people compare that to a car dealership, like a sleazy car dealership.
we're not saying that car dealerships
No,
are
no, no,
bad,
no, I'm
right?
not saying that. But it's that same stigma. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where people say, oh, I'm buying a car, I get nervous, whatever. But at the end of the day,
It's not.
no,
It's completely different.
no. You know, it's just very, very different. You know what I mean? But with anything, like, we're actually here looking out for you. You know what I mean? Wanting actually what's best for you.
Yeah.
Family.
And no one should force you to buy a
No,
house.
mm-mm.
One of the unfortunate things that I think maybe happens where realtors get a bad name, probably just like car salesmen that we were talking about, is a lack of communication between the agent and their client.
Yeah.
Like we said, usually the buyers or the sellers don't know much about what's going on in real estate, and if that agent has a lack of communication between you and your agent, then that's always going to give you a bad experience.
Yes.
So the best thing that I do recommend as well to all of my clients is, if there's an issue, let your realtor know.
Yeah,
so
address
that
it.
they can
Address it.
definitely address it.
Yes.
That's unfortunately one of the biggest things that happens is things get let go, there's not communication, and it ends up in a bad experience all around.
And don't be afraid to ask, because you know what? After all, you hired us.
Right.
We don't get paid unless we sold, you sold and closed on your house.
Mhm.
So you hired us.
Mhm.
We work for you.
Mhm.
We work with you, but for you, really, because you hired us.
All right, lastly, we have one more question. It says, can you please introduce each and every one of you guys and tell us what you do?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we introduced ourselves. Well, I'm Jane Winchester. I am a real estate broker here, as well as Fayetteville, North Carolina. We just opened a firm there, so we service. Noe actually work with us there as well, but we do service here and we service in Fayetteville as well. My telephone number is 910-545-1227, and I do have an assistant that I work with, so you have not only me, you have two of us, and of course my team.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, Noy.
Well, I'm Noy Luna. I also work in the Fayetteville. I'm so excited about that too. But we're a team. I'm a real estate broker. I specialize in first-time home buyers. I'm also licensed in Virginia. I've been doing this for a long time. And my phone number is. Wait, hold on. I have some scary topic videos. I hope you all have been checking that out too. A little plug, yes, thank you very much. And this is my partner, but we'll introduce him in a minute. But my phone number is 910-526-8086.
My name is James Schlanger. I'm a realtor here at Senior
And
Residential
he
Properties.
slangs real estate. Sorry, I can help myself.
I'm a fairly new agent to the team. I partner with Noy Luna here. You'll be seeing our videos all over Facebook. And then my number is 412-522-6611.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this. And just because the video's not on, feel free to always
Yes.
text us, call us, comment. We're here to assist
Comment,
you.
question, all of it. And tune in again next Tuesday for our new topic. We'll talk about our new topic for next Tuesday.
Exactly. We're going to
We'll
brainstorm.
get back to you.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching us.
All right. Have a good
Questions and
evening.
questions. Any questions, please do comment, okay? Bye.
Bye.
Jesus.